them, and you are just all the way, and then you realize soon, or you'll go so slow and you'll fall out by the way. And so you've got to stay under control for this marathon that we're running in this Christian race. You say, well, how do I make sure that I'm running a good race? Well, in Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, it says this: wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience. Everybody say, run with patience. Run with patience the race that is set before us. Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Run with patience the race that is set before us. Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the up. You're not going to go and put all kinds of junk food inside your system and go run a race. If you do, it's going to really mess you up. I had a friend one time, we signed up for a Tough Mudder. Who knows what a Tough Mudder is? Okay, so it was like a 13-mile race, and there was obstacles every quarter mile or whatever it was. Well, my friend got completely drunk the night before. I'll just say this, he wasn't like walking with Jesus, he wasn't going to church. He was a Christian, backslidden as it was, but I love him, he's my friend. I thought he would be training, but no. And I've trained like a maniac, like I'm ready to go. Like I'm the horse, like, let's go. I'm trying to get out the gate, you know? And I'm primed up. I've been ready for this thing. I've been lifting weights. I've been doing everything. The night before, I didn't know this, he gets completely smashed. And he shows up and he's got liquor on his breath and he's just like, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, bro. I'm like, we're supposed to run a race. You know, he was supposed to be my partner. And so sure enough, that whole race, you know what I'm doing? I'm kind of carrying him along and coaching him along. Partner. And so sure enough, that whole race, and coaching him along. And he's gassed out before we ever start. And we're going up these massive hills. He's like, you're going to have to leave last night, you know? And I'm like chiding him while we're trying to run this race. Here's the deal. Listen, if you're going to run a race and be successful, don't make it harder on yourself. Right? There's some things you can just stop doing and it'll make your life a lot better. So there's some sins you need to put aside, and then there's some weights. There's some stuff that you just don't need with you on the journey. Listen, if you're going to run a marathon, you're going to run 26 miles or whatever it is, there's some extra weight. Like if you have an extra 10 pounds of fat on you, extra 20 pounds, extra 30 pounds, it's hard on your heart, it's hard on your joints, it's hard on your body. And it's going to make that whole thing a whole lot more challenging and difficult. And I'm not just talking about physical weight. I'm talking about emotional burdens. I'm talking about guilt and shame from the past. I'm talking about regret. I'm talking about fear. All that stuff makes a play on your mind and produces cortisol inside your system, which completely messes you up. And so when I say we're running a race and it's a marathon, you got to run with patience. There's some sins you got to get rid of, and then there's some weights that they don't serve you. Mental weights, emotional weights, spiritual weights. And if you can get yourself free of that stuff, listen, you can run at a nice, sweet pace, and it could be enjoyable. And so we're in a Christian race, and let me say this to you. If you're going to finish, you have to learn how to endure. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to embrace the suck. It's going to be trying. It's going to be like, man, this is hell hill right now, this here, right? And then there's other times to execute better when you're focused on one thing and you're not duplicitous. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. It leaks. That double-mindedness leaks out your energy, leaks out your power, and before you know it, it causes you to draw back. But Paul says this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. How many of y'all got some stuff in the past you need to let go of? Come on, talk to me a little bit. Yeah, there's some people, there's some situations,